I'm Miss Stacy, and this is Preschool Story Time designed for ages 3 to 5. Let's all say hello to our friends watching at home on that camera over there. Hi, friends. Thanks for joining us today. Let's do our hello song. We slap our legs, and then we clap. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Hello! Good job, guys. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hello, hello, hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slow as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as high as we can. Hello, hello. Last one. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as low as we can. Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad to see you today. Our story time plan is up here as usual. We just said our hello, and I'll tell you our announcements. We're going to learn a word in sign language, read our first story, and then do a little action song. Read our second story, do another song. Our third story, a little flannel game. We'll talk about the craft, and then we'll sing our goodbye song. Does that sound good? Yeah. Okay, so we did, so that means we're right there. Because we have an announcement still, which is our Super Saturday program this Saturday. The Kinders will be here performing a special holiday concert. That'll be at 10 a.m. in the event center, and you don't have to register for that. So hopefully you'll join us. I'll be here this weekend. Maybe I'll see you. I hope so. Okay, does anybody have a guess about what kind of stories we're reading today? What is it? Night? Light. That's a good guess. Very close. Moon. I heard someone say moon. It's moon. We're going to read stories about the moon. And a little turtle. Yeah, that one has a turtle in it, doesn't it? Does anybody know how to say moon in Spanish? It sounds pretty similar. If you want to say the moon, you would say la luna. The moon, la luna. And if you wanted to say moon in American Sign Language, that's where we talk with our hands. You make a little C with your right hand, put it up by your eye, and then take it up and out. Moon. Now you can say moon in 3 languages. So that's pretty cool. All right. Y'all ready for our first story? This one is called The Children's Moon by Yeah, it has a face, doesn't it? By Carmen Agradidi, and the pictures were drawn by Jim LaMarche. There once was a time when the sun alone ruled the day, the moon graced the night, and little children were put firmly to bed before sunset. But one dawn, as the moon slipped out of the sky, she heard laughter. It was high and sweet like the daintiest of silver bells. What do you think it sounded like? Like, what do you think? So show me how you think the laugh sounded. Maybe. I don't know. She paused. What is that sound? Hurry, the sun urged her along. The children are waking, and it's my turn to shine. So the moon glided away in a shimmering trail of moon dust. That dusk, when they met again, the moon could scarcely contain herself. Oh, do tell me about the children, will you? Surely you've seen them, huffed the sun. Only by moonlight, she reminded him. Well, said the sun, they are small and fast, and they make a great deal of noise, but they do love drawing pictures of me. Have y'all ever drawn a picture of the sun? Me. You have?
The sun.
Oh, there's the sun.
The sun is the dog.
No, the sun is the sun. They they never see me," sighed the moon, "unless you'd let me come out by day." "Certainly not," snapped the sun. "You know the rules." "The day is mine. The night is yours."
The sun is mean.
You think he sounds kind of mean right now? That's a pretty picture, don't you think? I like the colors. Right now, the sun is mean, I think. "A pity," said the moon. "I've often wondered how the world would look aglow in your golden rays." The last comment seemed to please him. He wasn't a bad fellow, you see, just so very grand and, well, brilliant. Brilliant. The sun is brilliant. And so the sun told the moon of a world of fierce light and vibrant colors, of glittering lakes, misty jungles, and herds of animals that flowed like water across endless savannas. He described waking rivers that stretched to the sea, gleaming cities and the people who toiled in them, and bees abuzz with their own industry. Last, he told her of adoring sunflowers that followed his every move across the sky. And that, he said, is the world by day. Before the moon could speak, the sun had vanished. Oh, look at those pretty colors. Yeah, I think it went around to the other side of the earth. The following dawn, the moon couldn't wait to see her friend. As he passed, she called after him, "Would you like to know how the world looks by night?" "No, I would not," groaned the sun, "but I can see that you are determined to tell me." With delight, she told him about the moonflowers and the ribbon-like aurora borealis. That's what we're seeing there. Isn't that pretty?
Me too.
You too? Okay.
I see the water.
Yeah. Yeah, I see owls on this page. She described screech owls and bats. Yeah, that's when we're asleep, huh? She waxed joyful as she spoke of fireflies and seas aglow with plankton until she realized her friend was no longer listening. Yet the most wondrous of all are the stars. At once the sun's interest flickered. He's interested now. "Wait, what? Stars, you say?" "Oh," said the moon, as if it was now of little interest to her. "Stars are suns, just like you." "Preposterous!" he shouted. "Wouldn't I have seen these other suns?" "Would you?" The moon's tone was kind. "Oh, my light chases away the night." "It is funny. I'm glad you think so." "I can't see them." The poor sun seemed quite undone. "Of course," said the moon, "there is a way, but we'd have to work together." Oh, look how pretty. What's happening? That's right. The moon is moving in front of the sun and blocking the light so that she's letting her friend, the sun, see the other stars in the sky. That's neat. Look, the bears are watching. There's no words on that page. Look at this page. Wow. And as the moon gently eclipsed her friend, the sun saw not 1,000, nor 1,000,000, nor 1,000,000,000, nor 1,000,000,000,000, but a universe of countless stars. Suns, much like himself, some dying, some newly born. And if he felt less grand, he also felt a little less lonely. "Thank you," whispered the sun. "Now," sang the moon, "will you please, 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 with the comet on top, let me see the children?" The sun nodded his fiery head. "Of course, but it's a poor trade, my friend. I've seen the stars." A sudden thought turned the moon quite blue. How will the children see me with you in the sky? "Because I will shine on you as never before," vowed her friend. And as the moon's light grew bold and bolder still, she heard a sound like the daintiest of silver bells. And the children, whose small faces shone like stars, were moonstruck. "May I come again?" whispered the moon. "They'd never forgive me if you didn't," replied her friend. And that is why, when she appears by day, when even the youngest child is awake to see her, she is called the children's moon. It's the children's moon. The end. Okay. Man, that was kind of a fun one with pretty pictures. I like that one. Should we all stand up and wiggle a little? Let's do it. Stand up. You going to stand up, Walker? All right. We're going to get ready because in this song, we're going to the moon, okay? We're going to get dressed. First, we're going to wear our boots and stomp, stomp. Then we're going to wear our suit and we're going to go zip. Then we're going to wear our helmet and go pat, pat. And finally, we will wear our gloves and go clap, clap, okay? If you're going to the moon, wear your boots. If you're going to the moon, wear your boots. If you're going to the moon and you want to get there soon, if you're going to the moon, wear your boots. If you're going to the moon, wear your suit. Zip. If you're going to the moon, wear your suit. Zip. If you're going to the moon and you want to get there soon, if you're going to the moon, wear your suit. Zip. If you're going to the moon, wear your helmet. Pat, pat. If you're going to the moon, wear your helmet. Pat, pat. If you're going to the moon and you want to get there soon, if you're going to the moon, wear your helmet. Pat, pat. Last one. If you're going to the moon, wear your gloves. If you're going to the moon, wear your gloves. If you're going to the moon and you want to get there soon, if you're going to the moon, wear your gloves. Good job, everybody. Okay, give a turn and sit back down. Okay. Where are we in our plan? We've read our first story. We sang that song. What's it time for now? And our second story. This one is called The Mouse and the Moon. Hi.
What's that?
Yeah, that's a mouse. You want to sit down and we'll read it? You can sit up here if you want. All right, sit on your bottom. Can you sit down, please? Thank you. All right, and the author and the illustrator of this is Gabriel Albaroso. Okay, The Mouse and the Moon. In a dark and broken tree, in a dark and wild wood, there lived a little mouse all alone. His only friend was the moon.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Each night the moon appeared. The little mouse would talk to his friend about his news, his hopes, and his fears, but the moon never replied. The little mouse wondered if maybe the moon was just too far away to hear him. So the little mouse set off to find his friend. You think he'll find the moon?
He'll never find the moon.
The little mouse ran and ran through the wild wood.
Not the fun moon.
Oh, well, we'll see, huh? The moon was always above, and it didn't get any closer. Soon the mouse was as far from home as he'd ever been. He was feeling a little afraid. The little mouse stopped to rest. He searched the night sky for his friend, but the moon was nowhere to be seen until... Hello, a small voice whispered so quietly that even with his big ears, the little mouse could barely hear it. The mouse crept forward and peered around the tree. Hello, the little mouse called back. And there, floating in a small, still pool, was the moon. The mouse couldn't believe it. He had found his friend at last.
Is this the real moon?
Let's find out. Hidden from sight beneath the moon's reflection, there lived a tiny fish.
That's not the moon.
No, the fish is not the moon, is it? The tiny fish couldn't believe it. His friend the moon was speaking to him at last. The fish is also friends with the moon. I've been waiting so long to talk to you, bubbled the tiny fish. Me too, squeaked the little mouse. I'm so glad to meet you. But they both think they're talking to the moon, don't they? They stayed up all night talking of this and that and that and this. As they talked, the sky became lighter and lighter. Dawn was coming. The sky brightened and the moon grew fainter. Oh no, they both cried. Please don't go. The little mouse moved as close as he could to the moon. The tiny fish swam up as close as he dared. Then the moon vanished, and the two new friends saw each other for the first time.
And it was daytime and never dark again.
One above, one below.
I would say the one above would jump in.
Okay, good, huh? Both together and both happy. They each found a friend. The moon introduced them, don't you think? Maybe, kind of. I don't know. All right. Time for a song. Let's all stand up.
The sun did.
You think what?
The sun.
The sun did? Okay. And this one we're going to. So what do you, if you were going to go to the moon, what would you ride in? A rocket. That's right. So this song is about a rocket, okay? And we're going to count up to 10. We're going to say 1 little, 2 little, 3 little rockets, okay? And then we'll say 10 little rockets ready to go. And then we're going to do a countdown, okay? And we'll go 10, 9, and we're going to go all the way down. Every time we'll get lower until we get to 0, and then we will blast off into the air, okay? Does that sound good? Okay. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little rockets, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little rockets, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little rockets, 10 little rockets ready to go. Okay, count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! You all want to do it one more time? Okay. Okay. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little rockets, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little rockets, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little rockets, 10 little rockets ready to go. Count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! All right. That is a fun one. All right, everybody, we can sit back down. We've got one more book. Our last book today, I Took the Moon for a Walk by Carolyn Curtis and Allison J. Yeah, it looks like it. I took the moon for a walk last night. It followed behind like a still summer kite. Though there wasn't a string or a tail in sight when I took the moon for a walk. I carried my own light just in case the moon got scared and hid its face. But it peeked through clouds that were fragile as lace when I took the moon for a walk. I warned the moon to rise a bit higher so it wouldn't get hooked on a church's tall spire.
Did you get hooked?
I think it's a little too high. And the dogs of the town made a train whistle choir.
Is it
The
the hat?
hat?
No, the moon.
The moon, yep, this is about the moon. And the dogs of the town made a train whistle choir when I took the moon for a walk. Sit down, please. We tiptoed through grass where the night crawlers creep when the rust-bellied robins have all gone to sleep. And the moon called the dew, so the grass seemed to weep when I took the moon for a walk. We raced for the swings where I kicked my feet high and imagined the moon had just asked me to fly. Hand holding hand through the starry night sky when I took the moon for a walk. We danced across the bridge where the smooth waters flow. The moon was above and the moon was below. Do you see that?
The moon was above and below.
Why is it below?
I don't know.
Is it the moon's reflection on the water?
I don't know.
I think that's what it is. A shadow? It's kind of like a shadow.
But it's a reflection.
A reflection, that's right. And bright in between them, I echoed their glow when I took the moon for a walk. Then as we turned back, the moon kept me in sight. It followed me home and stayed there all night. And thanked me by sharing its sweet, sleepy light when I took the moon for a walk. The end. Okay. So where are we at in our plan, friends? We've done our third story. What's next? A flannel story. You may have noticed this sign, we will be taking a story time break, but that's not what we're doing right now. We've got a sky. Do you see it?
Oh, clouds.
So these are not part of it. Ignore these, okay? So where's the moon? Where's the moon? Is it hiding? Well, let's find out. Okay. Little moon, hiding in the sky. Is that you behind the orange cloud I spy? It's not there, is it? Thank you. Okay. What color should we try next? Okay, hold on. Okay. Sit down, okay? I'll do it. Thank you for your help. I appreciate it. All right. Little moon, hiding in the sky. Yellow? Is that you behind the yellow cloud I spy? Yeah. Not that. Thank you. Okay, friends, let's stay seated. All right, green. We should do green next? Okay. Little moon, hiding in the sky. Is that you behind the green cloud I spy? Hold on, buddy. Sit down, please. Thank you. Do you think it's behind the green cloud? You got it.
I got it.
Okay. Should we play it again?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to turn it around. I'll hide it one more time. Nobody peek. Okay. Orange. Okay. Little moon, hiding in the sky. Is that you behind the orange? Please stop. Sit down, okay? Thank you. Behind the orange cloud I spy? No, not the orange one. Red? Okay. Little moon, hiding in the sky. Is that you behind the red cloud I spy? No, it's not there. You want to try green next? Sit down, please. Sit down. Okay, we'll do green. Little moon, hiding in the sky. Is that you behind the green cloud I spy? Please stop. Sit down, please. Thank you. All right, let's see. Not this time. Yellow? Okay. Little moon, hiding in the sky. Is that you behind the yellow cloud I spy? No? Purple? Okay. Is this, that's blue, so that one, are you calling, that looks pink to me. Are we talking about pink?
It's magenta.
Magenta. Okay. Little moon, hiding in the sky. Is that you behind the blue cloud I spy? What do you think? Little moon, hiding in the sky. Is that you behind the magenta cloud I spy? There it is. You did it. Okay. You got it. Well, I think we're kind of a little short on time, so let's move on to our craft for the day. And I wanted to show you guys, oh, now my stuff's on the other side. Okay, so I wanted to show you some pictures of the moon. Do you see that? What are those little marks? Why does it look like there are circles? within the moon. Do you see it?
Stars.
Well, yeah, there are stars all around, but inside the moon there are little circles. What do you think?
Those are called craters.
They're craters?
Yeah.
They are craters.
Craters.
Different rocks and stones that are flying around space have crashed into the moon, and they left little marks. And so we're going to have little moon craters on our craft today. I also just wanted to show you real quick the cycles of the moon. So the Earth is spinning, and the moon goes around the Earth. And then the Earth and the moon go around the sun. And so, depending on where they are in the sky, sometimes the Earth casts a shadow on the moon and blocks part of it out. And so when there's no Earth casting a shadow, it's a full moon, like a big circle. And when it's casting a really big shadow, it's over here. It's a new moon, and it looks really dark. Yeah, and it waxes, it gets bigger, and it wanes, it gets smaller. Right now we're in a waning gibbous, which means it's getting smaller, but it was full just like a week ago. So this is a close-up of what it looks like when it's smaller. And you can see the Earth is casting a big shadow. So sometimes the moon looks like a circle, and sometimes it looks like a crescent. That's exactly right. So we have our circle for our full moon, and we have a crescent moon. It has a face because that's just more fun. And we're going to put them together to represent the different stages of the moon. And so we'll glue the crescent onto the full moon, and then we're going to take these little circle stickers and we're going to stick them on to represent the craters.
Okay.
So that's our craft for the day. It'll end up looking like this. And that's all ready in the next room. Okay, friends, let's sing our goodbye song. Okay. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as quiet as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as loud as we can. Goodbye! Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as fast as we can. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as slow as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as high as we can. Goodbye! You're good at that. Last one. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as low as we can. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for joining me for story time. We'll see y'all next time.